Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball. It's the midweek. We're checking in on a historic MVP race. All the other awards, we're going to rank the positions I think we stumbled into, and a lot more ball talk. Some top fives.
All right.
Tomiyuki Sagano.
Jacob Marcy.
Like him. Me and Sagano, same exact birthday, 10/11/89. How about that?
We should smoke a cigarette together.
Different lifestyles. Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball, presented to you by SeatGeek. Code Talkin 2025. Go to a game. Summer's winding down. It's August 27th, Coach. What happened? We were just ranking these teams. Pavetta just signed with the Padres. Now we're here. It's Labor Day. What's going on, Big Daddy?
Are we talking NL Cy Young already?
We're there.
He's up there. Don't laugh at that.
No.
I'm doing great. I don't know. Had an interesting day yesterday. Talked to you guys about it. Been a caretaker over the last 24 hours. You know what? I kind of loved it. I like people,
Wow. It's not what you said before the show.
Well, I've thought about it a little bit more.
Okay.
Because typically, our kids come to me second. They go to mom first. If
Right.
she says no, then they come to dad.
Right.
Yesterday, Olivia, I'm one of the people I'm taking care of right now. So that everyone was coming to me. It kind of made me feel important a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got some status back in your own home.
Yeah. Back. I got a lot of power. Oh, you want something?
Oh, very interesting.
That's not how it works. I'm just like, okay, sure. Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right. You like me still?
Dude, I cooked these tri-tips yesterday.
Oh, boy.
And look,
JP
anyone that
Crawford.
cooks meat understands it's all about the meat.
Mm.
And I got some beautiful cuts. So it was nice. That's pretty happy about that.
For Talking Baseball historians, we know that we've talked with JP Crawford about tri-tip and Taiwan Walker. Are those our two that we've...
Dallas Braden, he thinks he's got the tri-tip crown. I will put my tri-tip up against literally anybody.
We're talking meat,
literally.
People.
And I'll cook it over open fire too.
Right, I remember that whole debate. God, what was that, 5 years ago? JP Crawford's on base percentage this year. Coach Trev?
Ooh, 365.
355. You're there. You're there. 3.2 WAR. I've got some WAR stuff coming up. We're going to dive into Cal, Raleigh, and Judge because we've got under a month left. What's the last day of the regular season? Is it the 28th? Today's the 27th. Bob Opedic's on it right now. Yeah, we end early because we started early in the extra wild card round. Oh my God. That's the new schedule. Oh my God. And Trev, I don't know. I'll have you send the text later. Maybe we'll find some John Boy time for a midweek. I don't know if you know this. I think he's putting together maybe it's a breakdown, but he's put together a full expansion plan season schedule. A new playoff format, a first half and second half thing. I don't know if you've seen the Smoltz video yet. Jom has signed up for the cult of Smoltz, that there's a new baseball has two different halves that matter for seeding.
I saw Smoltz talk. I mean, they do that already in the minor leagues. So it's interesting. I'm going to tell Jimmy right now. Hey, Jimmy, careful. The internet streets are a tough place. I've been getting absolutely crushed. Even though I was mostly joking about my realignment, people are... I still have... We put the social clip out a month ago.
Yeah. People run hot on it. I get an Insta DM of another plan or division every day. And I'm like, I'm happy you're happy. And I guess I'm excited about it too. Yeah, I think Jim's... we're friends with Uncle Rob now. I think Jom's going to try to send it to the top. I think he thinks he has the best plan. He's going to push it as hard as he possibly can. And when he does that, things have worked out the past 8 years or so. So with all of that, let's get into some ball talk today. Like I said, we'll deep dive into the MVP thing because it's starting to get real loud. It's at a fun point with a month left. Do we get the last date?
September 28th.
Had it. Top of my
Wow.
head. Yeah, dude. It's August 27th. Quick math, about a month. That we're going to go into that. We are going to go into all the awards. Some of them are pretty quick. I have my annual rookie spiel that I now have stats and information on, so we'll get that out. And we'll see what else we wandered into. I think it's going to be part of the MVP talk. Me and Trev started talking Cal and Judge a little bit before the show, and we just started ranking position importance, and we thought that was hilarious. So I guess we're going to do that. We're going to do it all thanks to T-Mobile, our friends at T-Mobile. They're like baseball. They're baseball people, and so are we. And know what baseball likes? Number one. Like, that's what we're talking about this episode. And T-Mobile is now the best mobile network in America. The experts at Ookla Speed Test. Millions of real-world tests. And we've done a bunch of speed tests, I think, with Ookla for, like, our personal internets and stuff. They're the guys. T-Mobile is number one. So whatever that means for you, if you want the best 5G, whether you're in the backcountry, whether you're at the ballpark fighting for signal, this is a lame one. Ryan Cohen, resident Super Padres fan, he went to the Mets game last night. He was talking about taking a different train home because he has service the whole time so he can watch the Padres on his way back home. Sicko stuff, people, but that's all that baseball people are. So whatever you're watching, whether you're checking out stats, whether you're watching the game, why don't you do it on America's best network? Bang. Head over to T-Mobile.com/network to switch to the best network with T-Mobile. Coach.
It is sicko stuff by Ryan Cohen.
Yeah, like it was just a casual conversation that I overheard, and I was like, my God, I was making fun of, I shouldn't say making fun of, Orsillo had another silly call last night. I don't know if you saw his strikeout.
I was watching the game. A great game to watch. I think I understand, like, the Mariners own the Padres. So I think he's like trying to, like, send his good vibes that way. An incredible game last night.
I could see some people saying like Orsillo's too much for them. I don't know, man. This is baseball and it should be fun, and they have so much fun on that broadcast that we were joking around with that this morning. That's not the topic. The topic is Cal Raleigh versus Aaron Judge. Trev, we did this. We did this months ago. This is kind of more, you and H'd up Chris Rose diving into the history and him telling you about how big Johnny Bench's hands are and stuff like that. You and me, that's not normally where we land, but it's hot in the streets right now. Cal Raleigh, we talked about this earlier in the year, and we said, like, hey, what if he gets 50? What if he gets 60? Well, he's got 50. That's done. One of two switch hitters all time. Him and Mickey Mantle. At Jolly Olive's golf outing the other day. I shouldn't open it up with he's old, but there was an older gentleman who was working at the golf course who came up to me. He's like, I seen you on TV. And he goes, Mickey's the best to ever do it. So Cal Raleigh just did something that only the best to ever do it has done. And while we get into our position importance, Cal Raleigh's been doing it, most of it behind the dish, which is just insane. And it literally hasn't happened before. Meanwhile, on the other side, big Aaron Judge, generational. People are talking about him being the best right-hand hitter ever for this period of time that we're talking about. We do have some new developments. Aaron Judge got hurt, and since he's returned, he has not been the same ball player, which is obviously affecting his year-end stats. But where they currently lie are still incredible, and you can still do the gap between Judge and Raleigh offensively if you use OPS. You can make and create a gap there, and Judge has played the majority of right field and should return. That, I guess, with that, as of today, Trev, and I think I know your answer because we talked about it a little bit, where are you at with this? And I think your answer's you don't know. Or maybe you do.
I think I go back and forth. If I'm just Aaron Judge's offensive stats are insane. You could talk about Cal Raleigh getting to 50 homers and doing all these things. That's great. Aaron Judge is 1.1ing it. OPS plus back over 200 right now. He's just doing things that like we should not be taking for granted, and I think we are because we're enamored with Cal, and like I think Cal's a star, man. Like I think he's awesome for the game, and I think people do have an affinity for catchers, which I think is a right thing to have. Like catchers are a special breed. If you've played at all, and especially at a high level, you understand how important they are and how much that they have to do that a typical position player does not have to do. If I had to sit in earmuffs, 1, 2, 3. If I had to sit in another fucking meeting, I would have lost my mind, dude. But catchers have to do that and stroke pitchers' egos. Yeah. There's a lot that goes behind it. So I get the Cal Raleigh's a catcher. The wear and tear can't be overstated as well. The wear and tear on a body, like being in a squat position now with the one they got, which I guess is better for them. But being in that position, go ahead, try it. Like, go try it right now. Do it for an hour and see how your body feels the next day, and then do that 162 times in 180 days. I know he doesn't play that many games, but damn close. So I get it. I just think right now I'm still leaning Judge because I don't want to be the person that has Judge fatigue. And honestly, like I kind of go back and forth on this one. But the more and more I think about it, I'm still with Judge. His team is still winning. You can talk about Cal's importance to Seattle's team. Holy crap. What about Aaron Judge to the Yankees?
Right.
So I will say this. I'm leaning Judge. If Judge continues kind of on the pace he's at now, which isn't great, like, he's not on fire right now. If that pace continues and Cal gets to 60 homers, it's probably a different discussion. But as we sit right now, I'm still leaning Judge.
Do you think, and this is where I was talking about us, we're vibe guys, yo. We tell the nerds what's up when we have to. Do you think any end of day stats are going to be the difference for you? Because what we're talking about, Cal Raleigh playing catcher, and dude, a lot of people assume because of my stocky body type that I played catcher when I played baseball. I couldn't squat, bro. I mean, give me a little weight and I can, but for the duration of a game, I literally couldn't. Like, my knees don't have the cartilage that I couldn't play catcher. Yeah, I know.
Where's your cartilage
and
go?
Can I tell you another thing? Kind of hated it. Like, what? Like, and this is probably the difference between me and Jimmy, like, I like the mental side of baseball, but at the same time, a lot of it comes down to, like, throw a good pitch and you'll get them out. That, like, Jimmy tries to outthink everything. And
I just thought about how many fucking mound visits would Jim have before, like, there was, like, a limit?
There'd be a lot of convos. To figure things out. And he would figure out a lot. He might overthink a few things, too. Like, the only thing I liked about catching was if a guy was on first. Like, if we're going to do this dance, like, let's do it. Got a couple guys down. But, dude, catching stinks. You take a foul ball off the wrist? How's that feel? You take a foul ball off the dome. Like, I know our technology's gotten a little better. There's these cool new springy helmets now that it's like, yeah, okay, the nerds got that one right. Something to absorb the blow. Still don't feel great. How about one to the cojones, Pop? How does that go in the box score? I've seen catchers in the same at bat get double dicked. And then you still, like, you don't sit out the next inning. You don't sit out the next game. That, I guess, are there any final stat lines that you're going to be looking at? Or is it going to be the general vibe of it all?
I don't really have a specific stat. Like if this guy wins in this category, he's the MVP. I don't. I think it is like an all-encompassing type situation. I think you have to talk about leadership, which both these guys have in spades. So that doesn't, like there's a bunch of boxes to check that both these guys check. So like, it's going to come down to a few finite things. When Aaron Judge, when was his MVP over Ohtani? Was that 2019?
No.
When did he break the record?
That was 20. He
21?
broke the record in 22. That's when he won the MVP.
22.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. A lot of years, people. That's what we said for him. Like if he breaks this, if he hits 60,
right?
Like he's got to, like that's his chance. I think that is, by and large, why he won the MVP over Ohtani that year. Because he hit 62 homers. So, like, if Cal hit 63, is he automatically the MVP? Like, that's where I go to. If you're asking me that specific question, if there's one number, if Cal breaks the AL and what some people would consider the actual home run record, if you're talking about PEDs, that's another discussion, which people love to have. Then maybe that's the number that I'll settle on. But it's, I think this is closer than people give it credence. Like, I think there is still a huge train of people like it's Judge no matter what. I'm on that side right now, but I don't think it's like he's running away with this whatsoever. I really do think this last month will be huge for this race. And I will say this to people. The MVP race is crazy. I always talk about, you want to go to the top prospect list from 10 years ago and just check that out, and that'll give you some perspective. Go click on MVP award voting. It's insane sometimes.
What do you mean? How do you mean?
Sometimes. Just go click on a year. Okay. You go back to like 2007 or whatever it is. Like you're going to see guys with incredible years. Not even sniff an MVP. Like the way that voting has changed over the years, and the way we think about what an MVP is continues to evolve and change. I should have had some great examples up. There's one year. Let me get Andre Ethier up. Ethier. This is I'm serious. This is the one I remember in particular. Andre Ethier had a year where he got some MVP votes. Let me see. Hold on.
I'll let you click around. I'm
on it right now.
Okay. Cook.
Andre Ethier.
I can't believe I fucking say cook like that's a real thing in my vocabulary.
You're too old for that.
That's got
Andre Ethier, MVP 6 in 2009. Okay. He had an 869 OPS. He had a 3 WAR. Okay. How?
Oh, you're going that way. Okay.
Chase Utley had a 905 OPS and 8.2 WAR. He was MVP 8. What was up with Andre Ethier? He had 31 and 106. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think so. There's a couple things going on here. I'm surprised you went that way, but I'm not mad you went that way. Because WAR has changed everything. And we probably do.
869 OPS is like, it's both sides right there. It's an old school stat and WAR.
Right. And but Trev, I mean, this goes back to like, okay, what year is this? 07? 2009. Because Bob, I think it's on the same page. If you scroll down to the pitchers, I bet we'd be horrified by that. Because like wins still super mattered. Like Greinke won that year and he had the best.
Greinke had a 10-4 WAR, wasn't even sniffing an MVP discussion.
Right? Like, think about that.
He was MVP 17.
Like, this is probably right around the time we started valuing ERA and strikeouts just a little bit more. But, like, look at the follow-ups in that category are all guys with wins. Like, Justin Verlander had a 3.45 that year. Look how much better Roy Halladay's year is by modern-day standards. We consider a 2.79 compared to a 3.45, but Verlander had 2 more wins, tied for the best. Like the voting has changed so much over time that
yes, that's what I'm saying.
I'm still shocked that Jolly or Foolish haven't done more revisiting videos, and maybe they will. I thought where you were going is to actually win the MVP, how good you have to be and how it breaks down to like, I know you and Rosie did a Giancarlo Stanton MVP discussion, which, by the way, I think he heard, and he is just shitting down your guys' throats right now. Because winning that MVP, I think that really does mean something. If you are the guy for 1 year, that matters. Like, I know that sounds obvious at its core, but that is a big difference maker that to actually do it, to be the number one guy. And sure, if you go back in time, there's some politics, and if we redid some awards, people would have got them. The year I clicked on Joe Mauer wins the MVP, and I think rightfully so. And also, we're talking a catcher, and we're talking a batting title and a 1.0 OPS. Like, Mauer was insane. Ben Zobrist had him beat in WAR, and he finished 8th. And it's like, what is that? Because I'd have to go back in time and feel what Ben Zobrist's season felt like. I think I would lean Joe Mauer. And then just to the loop that I thought you were where I thought you were going with the argument is how many really good ball players have like their season. Like Mark Teixeira finished 2nd that year in MVP, and he's a great ball player, but we don't talk about Mark Teixeira like we do a lot of the, legends of the game. But Mark Teixeira was an amazing baseball player.
Yeah, what's in his basement?
Ooh,
like very, very, like he's so buttoned up. That's my image of Mark Teixeira is like buttoned up Yankee Mark Teixeira.
I bet
like straight and narrow, like he probably has some of the world's finest scotch. He doesn't drink it though.
Yeah, I was gonna go wine. Like he definitely has a sick little wine room.
Knows everything about it, but doesn't drink it.
Does he not drink?
I don't know.
Okay, okay.
Image of him. Maybe he's just a dog. And I don't know.
Tight.
How about this? Can I just go back to this? Because maybe Foolish or Jolly does need to do a video on this. Jason Bartlett in 2008 was MVP 18.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's
okay. Until you realize he had a 690 OPS and a 1.7 WAR.
So, Trev,
why didn't I get MVP votes?
Because
that's this whole episode is let's revisit why I didn't get any
We
MVP
do this
votes.
once a year, Trev, because you know who votes for the MVP?
Writers.
So that last vote is like the 10th person they put on their list. So there's so many, I don't want to say goof votes, but there's a lot of those that like, yeah, man, in that same year, Joe Mauer, Michael Kadire got a vote.
Roy Halladay had 9 complete games with 4 shutouts and had 11% of the votes.
So I guess we're saying all this and to drive a point home to the people that you might not know who's going to win MVP. You think it's clear cut, and then you put it in the hands of writers who like we put a lot of trust into, and you go back and look at all this shit, and you're realizing like what,
right?
And we think we've gotten better now. We know what the numbers mean now. It's like, okay, what are we going to say in 10 years? How about some perspective, people?
How about a little perspective? And what future stats are we going to have in 15 years that we're like, oh, we didn't even mention, oh, his DUZR plus was horrible that year.
Did he even win a silver daisy that year?
Well, we changed the catching metrics that their numbers multiplied by 2. So Cal Raleigh hit 115 homers that year. It's probably not that dramatic. I ended up on Jeter's page. I'm not even going to start talking about it because I'm going to get emotional. I think, Trev, the truth is, I do think you're right. I think if it just ended today, I think it would be Judge. I think there's enough gap in the full offensive profile that he would get it. But I think the storyline is like Judge is heading the wrong direction. And since he got hurt, a significant injury, that he's not allowed to play the field right now, which that changes things. And I think this is leading us into our positional value conversation. But Judge, so obviously he gets great on a different scale, but he hasn't been the same guy since he's returned a 200 batting average.
I understand all this we're talking about. Right. 200 batting average, 758 OPS, a far cry from his numbers. It's a cumulative award.
Absolutely.
This guy still has a 1.1. What are we talking about? You know what I mean? Like, we have to give this guy his flowers. We can't have Judge and Ohtani fatigue. That is not fair to them.
Right.
Rob, show the video of Volpe hitting Judge in the head.
Oh, no.
I didn't even know about this.
I know. For those of you watching, know that producer Rob dropped this on us right before the show. I had erased this from my memory. The boys were just running off the field one day doing the end of inning, throw it around to whoever's there just to be goofy. Volpe, who's having some struggles for this third straight year every month, threw a ball to Judge. He thought Judge was looking. It got him in the dome. And Judge's stats since that time period, which do overlap with the injury a little bit, are not good.
Got his bell rung, Jake.
Are not good. I don't know. I'm at the point where I don't need to point any more venom at Volpe because we talked about this a little bit before the show. Like, how quickly did that guy's... Like, Volpe went from, like, living a dream movie, like, you know, the kid from Jersey who's the next stud for the Yankees. Is he the next cat? His family's Yankee fans, the Italian thing. Now he feels like he's the new, like, Jordan Peele movie when it's, like, everything goes dark on you, and it's like you're the hated guy in town. That new Him quarterback movie, I'm interested in that.
I have no idea what you're talking
really?
about.
I think
I know who Jordan Peele is.
I think you'd love the trailer. It's from what I've seen in the trailer, there's this new like upstart quarterback and he goes to visit like his idol, the QB who's the guy. And like, I don't know. From there, again, it's a
up or something.
It's a Jordan Peele movie. It gets like I've just seen the trailer. It gets yeah. Like in the desert, drugged up.
Okay.
Sacrifice.
I mean,
yeah.
Jordan Peele, he's great. I'll probably watch it.
With all of that, I think the final month does decide it. And I guess what I'm interested to see is the two franchises here are very interesting. You know, the Yankees right now are in this myriad, not sure if I'm using that right, myriad of they're beating the horrible teams and they're losing to the good teams. The Mariners, what if the Mariners win the West? Like, what if it's Cal Raleigh with 57 homers, him and Judge's numbers are in a similar area, but the Seattle Mariners win the AL West while the Yankees are in the wild card? Stuff like that matters. It still comes back to a human vote. So I think the point, like you said, it's going to come down to this final month. I'm interested to see what other elements tie in. Do the teams matter at all? If his homer number starts with a 6, I think there's no doubt he gets the MVP. He's a catcher.
I got so much to say. Jordan Alvarez is back, by the way. So
that
Cal
matters.
Two walks in his return. I've heard people or seen people on social media talking about, why do we keep talking about being a switch hitter? It's easier. The platoon's always in your advantage. I'm like, you got to understand a little bit more about ball.
Go get him, Trev.
He's got to catch. So he's doing, it's tough on his body. He's got to deal with the pitching staff. And let me tell you, starting pitchers are just the worst. The worst.
Right.
And then relievers, like they have relievers think they're WWE people now.
Yeah.
Like, it is insane to deal with the pitching staff these days. The guy that's slapping himself in the face and saying, I hate hitters.
I was going to ask you about that.
Just give me a homer against that guy. I would slap myself the entire time I'm running the bases.
Oh my God.
Would he strike me out now? Yes, of course he would. Maybe not, though. I might clip him still.
If Jose Siri hits a home run against that guy, you might see it might take him 10 minutes to round the bases.
I think I do hate pitchers more than anybody. have nothing against this guy. By the way, he's 6'5", 220. Like, I'm not gonna say this to his face. This is just I'm hiding behind my keyboard.
Right. We're keyboard warriors, man. That's what we are.
Don't take that the wrong way, my friend. But also being a switch hitter is double duty. You gotta work on 2 swings, man.
Right.
So yeah, you might have the platoon advantage, but like, talk to any switch hitter. Think about how many guys try to abandon switch hitting because they're like, "Fuck this." Cedric Mullins did it. Aaron Hicks did it without telling anybody one year. He just said, "I think he ditched his right-handed swing, or maybe it was one. He ditched one of them. Just like, I'm not doing that anymore.
Not happening
So,
right now.
you could say it's to your advantage, but it also requires more work, which is kind of like what we're talking about with Cal. Why we're putting him up there against judges, like the amount of work that he has to do.
I have a Jordan fun fact, and I'm so excited to rank the positions with you, which wasn't planned until moments ago. And it's all brought to you by Skims. I think you guys know we don't Skims through anything, especially our underwear. We all wear it, so why not wear Skims? They've got the 3 big fabric options for you. This is kind of what you need to figure out at home. Do you want the stretch? Do you want the cotton? Do you want the sport? Stretch gives you that perfect fit that moves with you. Cotton blend, long-lasting comfort for everyday wear. Or the sport fabric wicks away sweat and offers light compression for your workouts. Skims really covered all the bases with their lineup, so you have options to choose from. Shop Skims at skims.com. Let them know we sent you. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. Go get yourself a pair of Skims. It might change your life. How about that? Trev, little Jordan Alvarez fun fact for you. You're going to like this. Cal Raleigh, we just talked about him for half an hour. MVP Cal, a historic catcher season. He has a 943 OPS this year. Jordan Alvarez career, 959.
Yeah.
Every time Jordan Alvarez has played baseball in his career, his stats in one metric, a kind of all-encompassing metric, are better than what Cal Raleigh's doing this year. So, jot down that he is back for the Houston Astros. Is it gonna be a Houston-Boston ALCS? Oh my God.
We'll see. We will see.
Oh God. We're ranking positions. We talked about this beforehand. Trev got us going pretty good because he was like, hey, Judge plays right field, and it's known as kind of the easiest, or at least the smallest dimensions of a right field in Major League Baseball. That how do we value the positions? And I'll let you go for a little bit, Trev, because I just want to hear where your mind starts to wander.
Well, I think that's been such a discussion of like this MVP race is Cal catching, and Judge being a good defender out there and being able to have his offensive prowess while playing good defense means something. There's no doubt about it. This guy played center field last year.
Yeah, for a couple years he was in.
Yeah, so like we know what kind of athlete he is. I'm not trying to take anything away, and there's a lot of really really good right fielders. I mean, Fernando Tatis Jr. is one of the best defensive players in the game, and he plays right field. So every position is important, but if you're going to rank, let's get pitcher out of there.
Pitcher DH. This isn't your conversation.
Pitcher, just go kick rocks. Like go throw up zeros and sit on the end of the bench and don't talk to anybody. Yeah. That's what you want anyway.
Or how about this? Be more like Kyle Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Jake Odorizzi.
Or Odo. Be a guy.
Or Logan Webb. Go deep in games. Then I'll talk to you. Then I'll give you a slap on the butt.
Also another guy that just has like a good personality. It's like, oh wait, you can be a pitcher and not be obtuse. Anyways.
Yeah, you obtuse son of a gun.
Yeah.
Left field out. Worst.
Left field's the number one, you think?
Least important. Like, you can hide people in left field. I think that's commonly known. After that, I think right field's up for discussion. I think you could go
So why is it left field over right field? Just curiosity and cats. Because mentally, I jump to there's more right-handed hitters. Right-handed hitters have more of a tendency to pull, so that would lean that left field would get a little more action.
Longer throws.
Okay.
Longer throws. Like having to make a throw to third base from right field. Like you don't really have like long throws from left field.
Okay. Interesting.
That's where I would do it. And right-handers typically, I don't know. I guess I'd have to look at the stats. I think to the air, I don't think pull is number one. But
Okay.
I know guys are trying to do that. We'll see.
Okay.
I guess you could look it up. But I think that's the number one thing for me is arm strength. Like you can like have a guy out there and not great arm strength. I think it does go right field too. And then I think it goes first base. The reason I separate those two, and this is up for debate because I do understand taking away extra base hits is a huge part of like what I would do as a GM. Like I want a badass outfield that takes away extra base hits. But in the grand scheme of things, maybe I'll go first base over right field. What do you think?
It starts getting tricky because when we briefly discussed this beforehand, we started playing the game. If you have someone awful defensively at a position, what does that feel like? And like when you have an awful catcher, like the whole every pitch is just mind-numbing and you're horrified. That's where like I super value first base, especially while we're still shifting. I know we added some rules, but we're still shifting. That dude, first base is still involved in so much action that if you have a problem over there, that becomes a problem quick. That I think you're right with the corners, and it ends up becoming a stadium game, right? Like if you're playing in Houston, like I've watched the Yankees literally do this when Stanton has to play the outfield. That it's like, well, Stanton can play Houston left field because he can't move that well. He can play Yankee Stadium right field. It does start with the corners, and I like the throwing argument to give the tilt to left field. I think it starts there, and then I'm wondering if there's a first base, second base discussion.
First base is interesting because you are involved in a lot of bunt plays, cutoffs. You got to hold runners on. You have to understand how far you can get away from the bag and then get back to the base.
Scoops.
So there are a lot of
scoops.
Scoops. There's a lot of intricacies of first base that don't get talked about a ton. So I would go, let's just call it left field, right field. I probably would go second base or first base. Second base, you got to turn the double play. It is an awkward position because you're throwing against your body a lot, like away from first base, going, that's difficult. I think I might put second base.
I kind of lean second base. You can somewhat hide someone there. And again, I think this becomes philosophical that like if it's just a bad, like if you have an average second baseman or an average first baseman, like I think it's more important to have an average first baseman than a second baseman. I don't know.
When you put it that way, they're very close. I'm going to go left field. I'm going to go right field. I'm going to go second base. I'm going to go first base.
Yep.
I'm going to go third base.
Yeah.
I'm going to go catcher. I'm going to go shortstop.
You're missing one.
Oh, center. Center field will be
center and third is a hot debate.
No, third base, and then center, and then catcher, and then shortstop.
So third base and center field. Listeners of this show know that this isn't a joke for me. They're my two favorite positions. Are just the best. The hot corner and the reaction of it. Center field and just that ball that feels like it's in the air forever and you've got a chance to go and get it. Those are the two things in the sport that probably get me going the most. I guess in this exercise, so you had center field more important than third?
It's range, and the outcome of the hits towards you. Like you're stopping guys from getting extra bases.
That's a great
and you have
point.
to have a good arm. So it's just range factoring in.
Yes.
Third base, you can guard the line, take away the extra base hits. You have to have a good arm there. Center field has to do more. So yeah, I think it's known. Middle of the field those are the hardest. So catcher, shortstop, center field.
Okay. I like that. You've genuinely convinced me both times, not just to
Left,
right,
second,
second,
first, third, center, catcher, short. It's my official list.
Catcher, shortstop's the final discussion that I'm interested if you're going to convince me on this. Because it is shortstop, right? Like, we see it.
Well,
we see it.
They are similar where, like, you could have a catcher that bangs and, like, you're okay with that. Like, and you're going to give up some extra bases as far as, like, guys taking, like, stolen bases and maybe the framing isn't there, whatever it is.
Well, no, it was hilarious, Trev. Some analytics that we found out in the past 20 years or so. Both stolen bases are taken off the pitcher. Like
100%.
Like, it's so funny that it took us years to, in a play that takes 1.8 seconds to happen, the guy starting the play dictates a lot of the action there.
I told Teddy that the other day. I was like, really it's just a math equation. How fast can you throw the ball to home? And then how fast can the catcher throw to second? If you add those up and you can, as a runner, get to second base before that, then you go. And he was like, what? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Dad's got all sorts of secrets like that. Okay.
All right. Well, I like where that ended up.
We should send that. I know you know some analytics people. We know some analytics people. We should send that to them and be like, do you think this is right?
I think there'll be some pushback on second base, first base.
Yeah, I could see that. I'd be interested to see, though. Like, first base has evolved so much from the be a big boy who plods and just catch the ball over there. It is not that position anymore. And yeah, how things can turn into doubles or how innings cannot end if you don't scoop that double play. I'd be very interested to see how the geeks.
A good first baseman, freak, man, helps everybody in the infield so much. Like just confidence wise. If you're like, hey, I can throw that ball over there and he can pick it, or he's tall and can stretch and do all these things, like footwork around the bases can make or break an entire infield.
When I watch a first baseman and they switch their feet at first, blows my mind. Like, I don't have that at all. And some guys, it's been really cool watching Goldie a lot this year because he's, it's just second nature to that man with how much good first base he's played over the years. Okay, we finally did it. We finally prioritized the position. We need to follow up with some.
I'm going to Google if anyone's done that. Ranking defensive positions.
Someone's done it.
Importance baseball.
Well done. That's how you use, for any of our listeners that don't know how to use Google yet, or AI.
Okay. AI says first base is last.
Whoa.
AI.
Kind of old school.
I don't want to even say it. You stink. Just kidding.
It's a joke. We're messing with you guys. All right, let's get on to some top 5 action, and that's brought to you by Factor. Between busy schedules and summer plans, sometimes all you got is a couple minutes. That's where Factor comes in. Chef-prepped, tasty meals, dietitian approved, delivered right to your door. With Factor, you get even more ways to fit in a real meal wherever the day takes you. It's been huge at our office. If you guys know the schedule we run, there's a lot of times that it's like, hey, I got 5 right now. Well, that's perfect because Factor is ready to go within that. And they've got everything, man. Premium seafood choices, okay? Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more. Factor has whatever you are looking for. They've got so many different options that if you're looking for a solution in your busy life, Factor is the one you need to check out. Eat smart at factormeals.com/talkin50off. That's right. Talkin50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's a deal, people. Talkin50 off at factormeals.com. 50% off your first box. Free breakfast for a year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. All right, Trev. We're finishing off the dog days. It's going to be September soon, or it's going to be playoff action. We told Bobby, come up with a top 5 for us. We did a mid-year one that was like ERA, strikeouts, and we did pretty good. We had a couple misses that we ended up feeling bad about. Told Bob to maybe turn the silly meter up a little bit, so we let him cook. Factor. Let's see it.
So we got teams or players with the most grounded to double plays, players with the most hit by pitches, most sack flies, most sack bunts, most hard hits, and the most ricochets for base hits via team.
Oh my God. Okay. You got in the lab. What's that?
Just name one. What do we got? We got to start somewhere.
Yeah, name one.
Let's do the Trevor Plouffe Bowl, the individuals grounding into double plays.
Individuals grounding into double plays. All right.
So we need big right. Let's be a team, Trev.
I have one straight off the top of my head that I'm almost like positive on.
Done.
Guy hits the ball hard,
Yeah.
not very fast. People get on base in front of him.
Okay.
Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso is ranked second with 20.
Nice, Trev.
Easy.
Nice, Trev.
Easy right there.
And again, this should be a compliment to Trevor. We're looking for essentially a lot of big right-handed hitters that hit the ball hard. That's what you did.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
That's like all I got. After that, I'm kind of like, what the hell?
The first name that came to my head, and maybe just because we were talking about him earlier, and he's having a great year, Junior Caminero on this list?
Junior Caminero is on this list and number 1 with 28.
Way.
Okay, so I definitely knew that or had heard that because otherwise I don't know what.
I was going to say, did you look this up?
I'm not there. I must have heard that, and I don't know if it's a Rays thing or if it would just surprise me, but
It's the ball hard.
having an amazing year, hits the ball as hard as anyone.
Best bat speed in the league.
And I don't think he moves great.
Okay, wow, we just got 1 and 2 off the board.
Just like that, we're back. I currently have nothing.
And you got
I have
3 guys tied with 16.
16. So that's another. I need us to track, and Trev, none of this is backhanded at you.
okay.
I think we need to track double plays more because they're like 2 outs. You know what I'm saying?
I asked our one analytical person with the Twins, like literally had one person.
Yeah.
His name was Jack Goen. Shout out Jack Goen. I asked him after the year that I led the league.
Yeah.
I was like, man, if I didn't lead the league in double plays, like my WAR would have skyrocketed. He's like, that's not how it works.
No.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe it should.
But that's what I'm saying. It's literally 2 outs. Like of all these advanced,
you can't control it though.
Of all these advanced crazy things we're doing, like, okay, this play created 2 outs. It feels like that's important.
We're so obsessed with things that you can control. It's like, well, dude, what in life do you control?
Whoa. I don't know, man.
Yeah, Caminero's got 8.
We're just like this little tiny planet. Our our sun sucks. The whack. It's just like a mid AF star.
Did you see the new images of the sun? Yeah, Bob, maybe we'll get that on the screen. Kind of cool. I guess I'm interested to see your opinion. I mean, they're like, whoa, these are the best images of the sun ever, and it just looks like really hot and like a big fiery thing. I don't know.
That is the problem with like the internet. I mean,
like just kind of a cool picture.
20 years ago, I would have been like, hell yeah, bro. But now we see things every day. We're like, whatever, yeah, okay. Like if you're not the absolute best at something, people say you suck, and like we need to get over that as a society.
Congrats to Travis and Taylor. Grounding into double plays. Big, powerful righties.
I do know that the Twins ground into a lot of double plays.
Not in the top 5.
They're not in the top 5.
Wow.
Sheesh, I would have bet a lot of money on that. Trying to think if there's any Twins that would be on there. I'll get away from the Twins.
How about Judge?
Nope.
No. Okay.
You got
Strike.
3 was 16.
16's not a lot.
One guy might play.
George Springer.
No.
Oh.
No. No. Maybe a teammate.
All right.
Vladdy?
Nope.
Wow. Okay, we started off hot. We started talking about the sun, and now we've just lost it.
Yeah. I'd say give us these ones. We'll move on to a different category.
Bo Bichette, Juan Soto, and Jose Altuve are all tied with 16.
Interesting.
Wouldn't have guessed any of those guys.
And by the way, full circle, Trev, not a bad list to be on, man.
Thank you. Miguel Cabrera also has done it in his career.
That's pretty damn good. Okay, what are the other options, Bobo?
How about we'll go players with the most sack bunts?
Ooh,
Okay.
I think I'm gonna be good at this one.
Okay.
Because I always like whenever someone bunts, I'm like, hell yeah, bro.
I know it used to be Perdomo. I think he's gotten too good.
Perdomo, Perdomo's not on this list.
Okay. I've got one.
I got one too.
Who do you got?
Luis Ariz.
Luis Ariz is number 10. Not number 10. Number 3 with 10.
Okay.
There we go.
Wow.
Padres did one last night. Well, the first and third bunt for me. Nice job.
I didn't know. Is that worth it with him? I guess, is it to stay out of like double plays?
It's just part of his game.
Okay. Jacob
Trying to think of
Young.
teams that bunt.
Jacob Young.
Jacob Young is number 5 on this
Okay.
list with 9.
Yeah.
What teams bunt a lot? There's got to be a Brewer. Sal Frelick.
No.
He's too
Bryce
good.
Terang. I meant to say Bryce Terang.
No. No.
Okay, he meant
No.
to say Paul Molitor.
No.
Is there a Brewer on the list?
No.
They're too good. They just hit this year, dude.
Yeah, they just get on base when they bunt.
All right.
You need a team with like a defensive stud and a good top of the lineup that whenever that's there, they just do it.
The Royals?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Maybe.
Nick Lofton.
Close.
Okay, so it is a Royal.
Oh, okay. Royals on there. Okay, let's start thinking of some Royals. Jonathan India ain't button.
No.
Bobby Witt ain't button. Vinny P ain't button. Michael Garcia is it one of their? It's got to be one of their outfielders because their catchers ain't
Gotta
button
be.
either.
I'll say this. Sal Frelick has 3. He's number 37.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm just gonna name a Royals outfielder. Isbell.
Kyle Isbell,
Kyle
number
Isbell.
1.
Damn it, I went with
Is
the
what?
right one.
With 12.
He's number 1.
Yep, with 12 sack bunts.
I went with the wrong guy. Damn. We were all over it.
Wow, that makes me feel like really good.
Sack bunts.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I didn't know you had the Kyle Isbell sack bunt
the-
reel ready
yeah,
to go.
Oh, absolutely.
That's where
Look at
this
that.
show's
Is
different.
Gorgeous.
right? I mean, a couple
Who
of
else
them
is
are.
Who else is like making their guys bunt? Like is there any White Sox on there?
I hope not.
No.
A Cincinnati Red?
No.
So we got 2. Ariz and Isbell. Give us the rest.
Yeah.
You got Jose Herrera,
No.
Luis Ariz, Miles Straw, and Jacob Young.
Okay.
Blue
You got-
Jays do
got
bunt,
Jacob Young.
don't they?
I mean, they just put pressure on you constantly. And yeah, there's a formula there. Speed, defensive center fielder, except not a Rise. He just knows how to handle a bat better than anyone in the world.
I'm pretty stoked on those 2.
That was
Topics.
good. That was good. Let's do one more, Bob.
How about players with the most hit by pitches?
Okay.
Ty France.
Ty France is number 2
Oh,
with
that
21.
means every year.
It is every year.
that's nuts. I'm mentally struggling with this. I feel like a couple of my old faithfuls, like Rizzo, used to be always on this list.
Okay. Don't tell me Acuna's on this list.
No.
Pete Alonso.
No.
Oh, that's right. The Mets have a lot of guys that get McNeil.
No. There are no Mets.
No Mets. Okay.
Because I was gonna say Nimmo. Okay. So we got who'd I say? Ty France number 2.
Ty France
Ty
number
France,
2.
Number 2.
Does Josh Naylor get hit a lot?
I mean, he might, but he's not in the top 5.
Who's getting pitched up and in?
Shohei is getting pitched up. I can't believe he doesn't get hit more.
Yeah.
That's all people do is throw him fastballs up and in.
Keeps his hands so high. I'm making stuff up.
I'm not saying I didn't know. It's not my guess, Rob. Don't put that on me.
Ohtani only has 3 hit by pitches.
Yeah.
That's good. Let's see.
He's matrixing out of the way.
I can't even think. Do we got lefties or righties?
Righty. I think we got a couple righties, couple lefties. A little bit of both.
Then it helps sort.
Tatis?
No Tatis.
He gets out of the way.
Yeah, he's an athlete. God.
Give us like a scale of like star meter. That's gonna help me out.
Star meter
for number one.
For number one, the star meter. I will say it was very, very big and has dwindled a little bit, even though some are saying this is his best year.
Whoa. What the fuck? Whoa. Star meter, best year, but people don't think it's his best year.
George Springer.
No.
Damn.
No.
That was a good answer by me.
That was a good answer by you.
Should we do more riddles like that? Can we do a riddle episode? That was beautiful.
You like that riddle?
Yes.
That was a good one.
You have me and Trev in a fucking pretzel right
I'm
now.
almost positive you guys are the ones who said this is his best year.
Star meter.
One more guess apiece, then we need to wrap it up.
I mean, the two guys are Stanton and Springer in my head, but Stanton hasn't played.
I'll give you
games.
Let's say West Coast.
West Coast. Best
hit by pitches.
We're getting hit. We're getting hit by pitches.
Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena is number one with 22.
He's had a great year.
That's what I'm saying.
Good job, Trev.
And then you want the...
I was going to throw a Taylor
bottom
Ward
3
or
of that?
something. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilson Contreras with 19. Caleb Durbin with 18. And Eugenio Suarez with 16.
A notable one before the deadline.
Yeah,
Randy and Eugenio homers last night. Big ones.
He just stays in there, though.
I love Randy, dude.
I do, too.
That guy.
Hey, he got hit in the head in the Little League game and then just didn't even go down. He just walked it off.
You know why he walked it off? Because wasn't he kidnapped in Mexico briefly?
Yeah.
He's Cuban, dude. These guys play ball.
Just a Clay Holmes sinker to the dome. No, I'm fine. And I don't even care. I don't want to fight you.
Right?
Thanks, Clay.
He just wanted to feel his presence a little bit.
A little bit. Although, I think you put Randy and Clay's bodies next to each other, and those are...
Noted Mexican citizen, Randy Arozarena.
Yes. That was top 5. I like where we landed. Well done, Bobo. Trev, let's send him out as we do every Wednesday with DraftKings. Bet the cycle. Make sure you guys go to DraftKings. Use code JMBaseball when you sign up with the DraftKings Sportsbook. Trev, lead off for 2-hole.
I'll do 2-hole.
Boom. With my single, usually our easiest one. Let's get on. Get him over. Yandy Diaz, 1 total base versus the Nationals on Saturday. Yeah. Nationals pitchers have allowed the second highest opposing batting average this season. Yandy has a batting title in his bag. Saturday, 1+ total base. We're on.
Are we going rookie debut
like
here
this.
for a double?
I
Jonah
like this.
Tong called up by the Mets. He records the win and gets 5 or more Ks in his first career start against the Marlins on Friday. He leads all qualified minor league pitchers in ERA, batting average against, and strikeout rate. It's 40.5%. And the Mets need it big time as they're chasing down the Phils right now. 5 games back. Let's go Mets and get that double.
Let's go Mets. Jonah Tong, put him in the bucket of if you're worried about expansion and not having enough good ball players. Like, okay, I think this guy's a major leaguer. He just hasn't been there.
Jeff Supan, my good friend, who I just saw yesterday, got drafted by the Diamondbacks expansion draft. We can have him on and talk about it.
I didn't know you and Jeff Supan were close. Soup's on for Supin.
He's the best.
I can't say his name right. The triple We up the ante just a little bit. The Royals upset the Tigers in Scooble. Scooble got the other day, huh? Scoring over 5 runs and recording the win on Sunday in 9 games at Kauffman Stadium. How do you like this? Scooble is 2-5 with a 4.81, and the Royals fighting to keep their season alive. Okay, sometimes I don't get behind the triple. I think I like that one.
Okay, House of Horrors, Kauffman. I love it. For our home run and to bring it on home for us, Garrett Crochet will throw his second complete game shutout this season, which will lead Major League Baseball versus the Orioles on Thursday. His last start versus the Orioles, it was also in Baltimore. 8 innings pitched, 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 8 Ks. Got the dub, obviously. His first career complete game came July 12th against the Rays.
I love it. Make sure you guys, you know what, write us or fade us. Have some fun at the DraftKings Sportsbook. And thank you guys for enjoying the show today. We will be back Friday. And I'm going to send the people out with a Garrett Crochet story. I DM'd him after he dominated the Yankees on Saturday, and I was like, great start, man.
Jake sucks.
Wish the opposing team had a little more fight. And he replied today and said, haha, thanks. So that's nothing. I feel bad.
That's the worst story
I know
that I've ever heard.
I was a little embarrassed. And I needed to feel it.
He's the ha thanks
Is he the second biggest guy in Major League Baseball?
I don't know.